Shuklam Baradharam Shashivannam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayetu Sarva Vighna Upashantaye Agajanana Padmarkam Gajanana Maharnisham Anekadam Tam Bhaktanam Ekadantam Upasmahe Gnananandamayam Devam Nirmalaspatikakrutim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe Hayagrivam Upasmahe Gnananandamayam Devam Nirmalaspatikakrutim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe Om Agne Naya Supatharaye Asman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan Yuyodhyasmajjuhurana Meno Bhuyishtham Te Nama Uktim Vidhema Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Brahmanya Devaya Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmanahitaya Cha Jagadhitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmanahitaya Cha Jagadhitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. So we have in our Nada Veda Adhyayana Kendra class activity or teaching activity completed the Sivatandava Stotram at the request of our well-wishers and friends. And there is a gap again for the Sunday programs in the morning or for you in the evening, 7 o'clock. So every Sunday, except that we have Stotra Bodha Karakrama or monthly meet Karakrama by learned scholars from various parts of the country, various parts of the world. So apart from those 2 Sundays per month, the other 2 Sundays will devote to Stotras. So in this context, it is always somehow the thought came to me and others also. I thought, why not we try to understand the Suprabhata Stotram of Sri Venkateshwara Swami, because everybody thinks that Kalau Venkatanayaka, please, thank you. Kalau Venkatanayaka. So in this Kali Yuga, we have all our prayers and extended or submitted to the Lord Venkateswara, who is nobody but Mahavishnu himself. And we all know the stories of Venkatramana Swami and Srinivasa. He is called also as Srinivasa. And people are celebrating Srinivasa Kalyanam. And so many sevas are there in Tirupati, in Andhra Pradesh. And it is a pilgrimage center. All people go to Tirupati, whoever visit from outside the country or within the country, and depending upon their convenience and all that. And Tirupati authorities are also making enough convenience to all kinds of people, old people, young people, pregnant women, and so on and so forth. And also those people who donate, who give a lot of presentations to Lord Venkateswara. So to say Lord Venkateswara is the richest God among the richest temples in India. And Tirupati Balaji temple, Tirumala temple is really great. Therefore, they have got the organization TTD, and everybody knows about the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams. So that's big organization, has got university, whatever money or funds collected in a manner or two to Lord Venkateswara, in the name of Venkateswara, Arpanam, Vishnu, Krishna Arpanam or Vishnu Arpanam or Venkatesh Arpanam, will be used for all spiritual, academic, educational, etc. purposes and so on. So now I just thought, let me understand for myself What is this Suprabhata Stotram? There is Suprabhata Stotram to almost all the gods whom we worship. Subramanya Suprabhatam is there, Lakshmi Narasimha Suprabhatam is there, and so on. So, why Suprabhata Stotram? This is our, because the principle is what you are, gods are like that. What you do to yourself, do to the gods. What you offer to the gods, you eat that. So when you offer that to the god, it becomes a naivedyam, nivedana, submission. And what you accept after that is called as prasadam, grace, anugraha, blessings. So this is how we have got to have that kind of spirituality, because anybody born here as a human being, we are always dividing ourselves into three divisions, as you know: body, mind, and spirit. But all our people tell us that we have to focus on the body. Okay. And some people also mind their mind. That's what is called as mind, body, mind. But many times people are all buried in attending to the needs and problems, etc., of the body, mind. But fortunately, human beings have got the spirit, intelligence, buddhi, manasu. So, apart from all the systems, machinery inside or in the construct of our body, and there is so many things. But our Upanishad, Vedas tell you that you are not simply the body, it is a sarira. Sarira means is a casement, or is a box, and it's a traveler's bungalow. And it is liable for repairs. It is liable for disappearance also. So the very word called sarira means siryata iti sariram. So every day don't be strong. We have so many problems. Therefore, we are able to meet out all those crises or conveniences according as the need and necessity arises. That's why, and moreover, nobody remains the same. Time is there. Time means change. So, Balyam, Kaumaram, and Yavvanam, Vrdhapyam. So, these four stages are there. But gods don't have the fourth stage, Jara. Therefore, we require the grace and blessing of the higher spirits, the Paramatma or Devas, because they don't have Jara, but they can take care of those people who get Jara. And what is that Mukti? So, for example, in Lalita Sahasranamam, it is said, Jara Janma Tapta Jana Visramti Dayanye Namaha. So these are all the four things that we undergo. One is Jara, that is old age, aging. And Janma, the birth, repetition. And Tapa is difficulties and sufferings. So man's body or human body or any body for the matter is not for enjoyment. Bhogartham nahi, but klesartham cha anartha ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So ಬಾಡಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕ್ಲೇಶಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ. You are exposed to that, because even a tree gets diseases. Even anything is open for disease or roga, badha, and pain and all that is there. That's why in order to see that, well, either all these things are called as tapta. Tapta janaha means they are all really uh, they're all really tortured, tormented, suffering, and all these things are there. But we want to make our life smoother, and to make our life smoother, comfortable, enjoyable, and achieving, then we have to remember the gods. So, who is a God? Who is a Paramatma? We are all Atmas, but there is Atma inside us also. It's called Antaratma. And beyond Antaratma and all that, we have got Paramatma, who is the universal controller of any and everything available in the Prakriti. See, Prakriti and Purusha, we call it. Forget about all that. So now let me come to the text. So we say Venkateshwara Suprabhatam, Subramanya Suprabhatam, Lalita Suprabhatam, Durga Suprabhatam, like that. Among this, in the Stotra Sahitya, we have Suprabhata section. That is awakening call. as we sleep, we believe that gods also sleep. And that's why we say Sayanotsavam Manta. For example, all gods will be having Sayanotsavam when the night falls, when they are also made to sleep. So we have got so many songs or prayers inducing Paramatma to sleep. For example, Lali, for example, that's what is called Lali Patalu. So at about 9 or 9:30 or so, in all temples, the gods are sent to slumber, Nidra. And in Venkateshwara, in Tirupati Tirumala, the god is sent to sleep with after Sayanotsavam. Then the doors are closed. Again at 3, even before 3 o'clock, they open the door and start Kausalya Venkateshwara Suprabhatam. And thereby at 3 o'clock and onwards, you observe in Tirumala the stotras of Venkatramana Swami being played, and all over the Tirumala it is being heard. And in our houses also, though not we are in our Tirumala, and in the which is Tirumala, which is taken to be as the Kali Yuga Vaikuntham, that is the residential place for Vishnu in this Kali Yuga, the Kali Yuga Vaikuntham. Therefore, whoever wants to have darshan of Venkateshwara Swami, they have to go through the Vaikuntha Dwaram. So there is one entry which is being marked significantly as Vaikuntha Dwaram. So at the Vaikuntha Dwaram, all people will start their journey and wait for hours and hours depending, and ultimately go to the Sanctum Sanctorium, 7 doors of the God Venkatramana. And then when we have the darshan of Venkateswara, we feel Pratyaksha Devata and say get elated. So this is all people would like to have the experience once or repeatedly, depending upon the punyam and other such things of individuals. There are people who always every day they go for darshan, and some people are there, and more there are steps also. It will take 4 or 5 hours depending upon the ability of the individuals who want to climb the steps. So climbing the steps is one, going by vehicle is another, and maybe there's a helipad also. You can just fly and the helicopter and land there. So or there may be also rope way. So whatever it is, okay, depending upon the luxury, accessibility, availability, and affordability. ಆ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ, ದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾರೆ, ತುಂಬ ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಗ್ರೇಟ್, and that's all we are all experiencing. And you see, first time I visited Tirumala in 1962, when it was just a temple. You could go straight and try inside, have the darshan of Balaji, and then have that. But at that time, there was no rush at all, and you see Tirumala and all that. I don't want to talk about Tirupati, Tirumalanida and all that, but let us go to the... So we have got this text as such, that's called Prabhata Stotras. Prabhata happens. That is, the morning happens, but we must make the morning good, not with any discomfort or chiding or grief. That's why it is our culture, samskara, to say good morning, to say Suprabhatam. So Suprabhatam, may your day be good. So in German, in French and English, everywhere, that kind of minimum gesture when they meet first time. So they say, in Germans will say Guten Tag bitte, please, good day, and Guten Morgen. So morning or afternoon or evening and all that, we want it to be Su. Su means what? In Sanskrit, it's a Sukham, Sutaram, Sushtu, Swagatam, etc. All the meanings are there in the Upasarga, the prefix Su to Prabhatam. See, Bha is Kanti. So Prabhatam means very good light, bright light. So we want to see the bright light. What is bright light? Whatever planning of works that we have got to do per day, and all that must be successful, and we should be able to fill. Then then we say we have a good day today. Likewise, we have also good night. So night we sleep, so not much bothered if we are healthy, and sleep comes over us, and therefore ನಿದ್ದೆ ಇದ್ದವನಿಗೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಚಿಂತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಪುರಂದರದಾಸರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನಿದ್ದೆ ಇಲ್ಲದವನಿಗೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಚಿಂತೆ ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ಹವೆವರ್, so Suprabhata stotras are there to wake up, to give a wake up call to Paramatma also. ನಮಗೆ ಸುಪ್ರಭಾತ ಕಾಲ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಡಿಯಾರ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಲಾರಂ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. But what is the alarm for gods? The prayer. And in Rusuktam, you see Ammavaru, Mahalakshmi, is being awakened with the sounds, the rumbling sounds of the elephants. So, ಅಲ್ಲಿ when ಹಿರಣ್ಯವರ್ಣಾಂ ಹರಿಣೀಂ ಸುಪ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಶರಣ್ಯವರ್ಣಾಂ ಹರಿಣೀಂ ಸುವರ್ಣರತಸ್ರಜಾಂ ಚಂದ್ರಾಂ ಹಿರಣ್ಮಯೀಂ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀಂ ಜಾತವೇದೋ ಮಮಾವಹ ತಾಂ ಆವಹ ಜಾತವೇದೋ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀಂ ಅನಪಗಾಮಿನೀಂ ಯಸ್ಯಾಂ ಹಿರಣ್ಯಂ ವಿಂದೇಯಂಗಾವಸ್ವಂ ಪುರುಷಾನಹಂ ಅಶ್ವಪೂರ್ವಾಂ ರಥಮಧ್ಯಾಂ ಅಶ್ವಪೂರ್ವಾಂ ರಥಮಧ್ಯಾಂ ಹಸ್ತಿನಾದ ಪ್ರಬೋಧಿನಿ. ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು మార్క్ అవుట్, యూ హ్యావ్ టు అండర్లైన్ విత్ రెడ్ ఇంక్. సో అమ్మవారిని మనం ఏం చేయాలంటే, మన ఇంటికి రావాలి అంటే హస్తినాద ప్రబోధిని. షీ విల్ వేకప్ నాట్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ అవర్ కాల్స్, బట్ షీ గెట్స్ అప్ at the rumbling sounds of the elephants, because she has got elephant stall in her palace. Normally, to keep elephant as a pet animal is not at all easy. It requires lot of richness, because elephants are very expensive. Their food is expensive and their maintenance is very difficult. So that's why nobody will keep the elephants in their houses as a pet, unless they are very rich. It is something like keeping an aircraft. So people might afford to keep aircraft garage or aircraft, but cannot keep elephants in their place. Only Maharajas, Chakravartis, and well-maintained big temples like in Trivandrum. So that all these Tirupati and Guruvayur, as only that places they will maintain elephants a little. But it is difficult. But Ammavar Mahalakshmi, because her palace is simply great. Hiranyaprakaraam ardram jwalantim truptam tarpayantim. So what is the palace encircled by Hiranyaprakaras? She has her compound wall built by the gold. So most precious expensive metal is gold, and with gold she built her walls. So like that, I just want to bring your attention to that fact that Hastinada Prabodhini. But here, our Kali Yuga Devata, Venkateshwara Swami, is going to be awakened by the Rishis. Sapta Rishis come and start singing the Suprabhatam. Good morning to that. So all that details we are going to see in our Suprabhata Stotram, which I am writing. I hope you people are having the text with you. You may repeat one time. I just give scope if you want to have a correct pronunciation and also correct splitting. It is in Sanskrit. And this has been written by a great Bhakta of Venkateshwara Swami at 13th century AD. So right from 13th century and now, up till now, so it is live, being played by so many people. And Paramatma is also convinced, and he blessed the writer of or author or poet of that. And ultimately it has been displayed. While going to temple, Tirumala, you see one board displayed. And while returning, you see another name of the Stotram of Venkatramana being displayed. I think you should recapitulate. So Nanatho Nanathas Sada Venkatesam Smarami. When you are getting down the Tirumala, you see the board. Nanatho Nanathas Sada Venkatesam Smarami. And when you climb the Venkateshwara, there is no other God other than Venkatramana Swami. So while going up and going down, you go up with absolute dedication and devotion, and submit all your prayers and everything of you to Lord Venkatramana, and you come back. That's why Nilu Dopadivada Venkatramana Govinda Govinda, because it's Telugu God there. So all people will say Nilu Dopadivada. Whenever you look at the hundi kept at after the temple, you are tempted. So there will be a big queue to offer their kanuka or gift or presentation to in the hundi. They may not be able to be there. So if you have to put that box, that's what divine hundi, divine box, you put them. There is a queue also to put into that. And all types of coinage or currencies are seen in that, because miscellaneous people from all over the world will go and offer, and they get their desires fulfilled also. That's why Kalau Venkatanayakaha anta. So Ven means sin, Kata means destroyer. So Venkata means he is only there in order to wash the sins of all people, whatever, however serious they are. So however serious are the sins, all that Venkatramana Swami is able to relieve them from. And as a result, they become pure, punyavantas. And when once you are Suchi, Suchivo Havya, you all people become, gods become Suchi when we offer our prayers, when we offer our oblations, when we take care of them. That's why ಶುಚಿ ಓ ಹವ್ಯ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಋಗ್ವೇದ ಮಂತ್ರ ಯಜುರ್ವೇದ ಮಂತ್ರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಹವಿಸ್ಸಿಂದ, ಬೈ ಕಾಲಿಂಗ್ ದೆಮ್, ಬೈ ಪ್ರೈಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಡೈಟೀಸ್, ದೇ ಆಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಶುಚಿ. And when they are Suchi, they will make us Suchi. Charanam pavitram pitatam puranam yena putastarati duskrutani tena punyena atipapmanam tarema is again Vedic mantra. Forget about Vedas. But when you come to the Stotra literature, which is offshoot of Vedic wisdom and knowledge and all that, academically and spiritually and religiously and philosophically, ಅವಾಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, whatever is being marked for us in Vedas, that is being pointed out to us in a simple language, understandable way to a commoner. To a layman, who is Paramatma is to be understood, because they have no access to Veda, and the Veda Prakasha is very difficult. All people cannot tell meaning of the Vedas. You may be Sanskrit MA, ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತದಲ್ಲಿ MA ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರು, ಬಟ್ ವೇದ ಮಂತ್ರಗಳಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಹೇಳೋದು ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ. ವೇದ ಪ್ರಕಾಶ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಕಾಮೆಂಟೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್, ಬ್ಲೆಸ್ಸೆಡ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ who are trying to bring and communicate what these mantras mean. For example, Sayanacharya of 12th, 13th century, he is the ladder, as Wilson, one of the scholars, academic scholars outside India, Wilson says, and other people say, Sayana is the ladder to climb to the understanding of the Veda mantras. Because Sayanacharya commentary, we have got large number of commentators to explain us the meaning. But with this small introduction, saying that this Venkatramana Swami is a remover of our sins. He's a eraser. So when we have a pencil to do something, we have a rubber also put for the backside. So when supposing we miswrite, then immediately we turn it. Otherwise, that's Paramatma. Try to erase that letter or so portion and again start writing. So that is exactly visiting the temple, having the darshan of the deity in the sanctum sanctorium, and getting the vibrations enjoyed between both of you and God become each other ದೃಷ್ಟಿಪಾತ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ನೀವು ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯು ಸ್ಟೇ ಎ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂತ, and keep on gazing at the entirety of our Paramatma, whoever it is, in the sanctum sanctorium, and there will be a kind of connection between you, your eyes, and the eyes of the God. For example, you do it, Mangalaharati Madavaga, Karpura Harati Agli, then and also Ekarti Agli. What is that? You show the Mangalaharati to the eye of the God. ಸೊ ಆ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ನೋಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ದೃಷ್ಟಿ ದೀಪದ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ದೀಪವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಣ್ಣಕ್ಕೆ ಹಚ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ದೇವರ ದೃಷ್ಟಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಣು ದೃಷ್ಟಿ ಪುನೀತವಾಗತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ಆರತಿ shown to the eye or for face and personality of the God in the sanctum sanctorium. And they say that our people religious, they say dhupa should be to the feet, not to the mouth or not to the face or eyes. Dashangam guggulam dhupam anta, dashangam guggulam dhupam anta. This dhupa is made fragrant with guggula to begin with, and also mixed with the ghee and mixed with other ingredients and make it coming. The smoke is very fragrant. And that fragrance will make the entirety of the cosmos fragrant, and all doshas are disappearing. ಇವರು ಸಾಂಬ್ರಾಣಿಯಿಂದ ಸಾಂಬ್ರಾಣಿ ಹಾಕಿದರೆ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನಿಗೆ, ಆ ಸಾಂಬ್ರಾಣಿಯಿಂದ ಆಲ್ ಈ ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಅವೇ. If at all you want to drive away the mosquitoes, put sambrani in the house. The cosmos gets cleaned up. ಸೊ ಈ ಸಾಂಬ್ರಾಣಿ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಐ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈ ಯಂಗ್ ಡೇಸ್ ಸಾಂಬ್ರಾಣಿ ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಕಮ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೆನ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಸೇ ದಶಾಂಗಂ ಗುಗ್ಗುಲಂ ಧೂಪಂ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಾಂಬ್ರಾಣಿಯಿಂದ ನಾವು ಹೊಗೆಯಿಂದ ದೇವರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಪಾದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಧೂಪ ಧೂಮ ಈಸ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಸೊ ಅಗ್ನಿ ಧೂಮ, ಸೊ ಯತ್ರ ಧೂಮ ತತ್ರ ಅಗ್ನಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಧೂಮ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅಗ್ನಿ ಆರ್ ಪವರ್ ಆರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ. ಸೊ ದಿ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಸ್ಮೋಕ್ ಆಫ್ agni is being spread, all those things. So enough of this kind of introductory thing. So we'll just start with the Venkateshwara Suprabhatam. So he's got Sri Venkateshwara Suprabhatam. It is, you must have, it is only containing not very long, 29 mantras are there, or slokas are there with different meters, small, big and all that. I'm not going to touch the grammar part of all that, but I'm trying to, let us try to understand the communication, the content, weight, and what advice and the manner how we have to act ourselves or respond ourselves to the Paramatma. Maybe a stone, but he will be the live Chaitana Shakti in that. In fact, it is a curse to Mahavishnu at one time that he has to be available upon the earth in stone form. So that's why Sila Simha Salagrama Nivasaya Lakshmi Nrsimhaya Te Namaha. In Lakshmi Nrsimha Sahasranamam, you get the expression of Salagrama Nivasa. So he will be always in the form of a stone. That's why you use a Salagrama stone to prepare the idol or Vigraha of the Bharat. So Vigraha means any and everything connected to Paramatma's design and personality trait, and everything is being pictured or embossed in the Vigraha. Therefore, when the stone is there lying outside, you don't bother about the stone. Maybe in the form of Paramatma, not installed, or Pratishtha is not done for that. The Pratishtha Kalpana have not gone through. But when once you install in a Garbhagudi, that's called Gudi, and in that Garbhagudi or Sanctum Sanctorium, it's called Garbha. Garbha means the place where the child enters, becomes, the poetess enters, and then becomes its Vigraha and comes out into the world for all kinds of Vyavahara and Vyapara and Uddhara. Same way, so here the Venkata is available in the stone form there. not in metal form or pancha and all those things. So here you see, Sri is Lakshmi, Sampadyuktavagirbek. So of all the things, Lakshmi Narayana is important. But our Purandaradasa has understood, has seen that if Narayana is alone, and he is a Daridra. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು ಪುರಂದರದಾಸರು, ಲೋ ನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾನಲ್ಲವೋ ದರಿದ್ರನು, ನೀನೇ ದರಿದ್ರ. ನನ್ನ ಕಷ್ಟ ಬಂದರೆ ನಿನ್ಗೂ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಆದರೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಕಷ್ಟ ಬಂದರೆ ಯಾರು ಕೇಳ್ತೀಯ? ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ he is called as a Sri Venkateswara Suprabhatam. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. कौसल्या सुप्रजा रामा पूर्वा संध्या प्रवर्तते, उत्तिष्ठ नरसार्दूला कर्तव्यं दैवमाह्निकम्. उत्तिष्ठ उत्तिष्ठ गोविन्दा, उत्तिष्ठ गरुडध्वजा, उत्तिष्ठ कमलाकान्ता, त्रैलोक्यं मङ्गलं कुरु. मातः समस्तजगतां मधुकैटभारेः, वक्षो विहारिणी मनोहर दिव्यमूर्ते, श्रीस्वामिनी श्रितजनप्रियदानशीले, श्रीवेङ्कटेशदयिते तव सुप्रभातम्. तव सुप्रभातमरविन्दलोचने, भवतु प्रसन्न मुख चन्द्रमण्डले, विधिशङ्कर इन्द्र वनिताभिरर्चिते, वृषशैलनाथदयिते दयानिधे. So today we'll go with the 4 slokas of this Venkateshwara Suprabhatam, where all these 4 slokas are addressed to Amma, Lakshmi Devi. Because without Lakshmi, there is no man. Every man, behind every man, there is woman, Sri, Sampada. And therefore, that's why Sri Narayana, Sri Venkateshwara, Sri Mahavishnu. Like that, we always add Srikara. Similarly, the same Srikara is being attributed to us also. See, whenever you do Sandhya Vandanam and whenever you do Pravara, especially Pravara ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರಭಾಕರ ಶರ್ಮನ್, ಶ್ರೀ ರಾಜಗೋಪಾಲ ಶರ್ಮನ್, ಶ್ರೀ ಅಂತ ಶ್ರೀಕಾರ ನಾವೇ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪ್ರಭಾಕರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರಭಾಕರ, ಶ್ರೀ ಗೋವಿಂದ, ಶ್ರೀ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಸೊ ಶ್ರೀ ಅಂದರೆ attribution of the sampat, health, wealth, prosperity, and any and everything in the world. So all that attributes positive is Sri. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಶ್ರೀ ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್ವರ, ಶ್ರೀ ಮಹಾವಿಷ್ಣು. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಸೆಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಹೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಅಮ್ಮನವರಿಗೆ. ಅಮ್ಮನವರು ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿ ಆನಂದವಾಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಆವಾಗ ಈ ಮನೆ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ವೆನ್ ಯು ಪುಟ್ ಅಪ್ ದಿ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಟು ದಿ ಹೌಸ್, ಹೋಮ್ ಸ್ವೀಟ್ ಹೋಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹಾಕಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಸ್ವೀಟ್ ಹೋಮ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಸ್ವೀಟ್ ಯಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ದಿ ಯಜಮಾನಯಿತ್ರಿ, ಗೃಹಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ, ದಿ ಲೇಡಿ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಹೌಸ್. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ಹೌಸ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದಿ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ವುಮನ್ ದಟ್ ದಿ ಹೌಸ್ ಲಿವ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅಟ್. ಸೊ ಗೃಹಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಗೃಹಪತಿ ಬೇರೆ, ಗೃಹಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಅಂತ. ಅಂದರೆ ಹೌ ದ ಹೌಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕೆಪ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಪಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೀಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮವರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಿ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋಸ್ ಟು ದ ವುಮನ್, ದಿ ವೈಫ್, ದಿ ವುಮೆನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಹೌಸ್. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ದೇ ವರ್ಕ್, ದೇ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್, ದೇ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್, ದೇ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ದೇವಿಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ನೋಡ್ರೆ ವೈ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ದೇವಿ, ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? ಮದರ್ ಗಾಡೆಸ್. ವಿ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಡೇ ಮಾತಾ, ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾ, ಶ್ರೀ ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ಞಿ, ಶ್ರೀಮತ್ ಸಿಂಹಾಸನೇಶ್ವರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಮದರ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ವುಮನ್? ಸೊ In a woman, there is motherhood. In a man, there is a fatherhood. So Wordsworth, an English poet, will say, the present child is a father of the future. So ಇವಾಗ ಮಗು ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ದ ಬಾಯ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದಿ ಫಾದರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಆ ಫಾದರ್ಹುಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಂಬೈಬ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಾಯ್ ಹುಟ್ಟುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಆ ಮದರ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಹುಡ್ಡು ಇಂಬೈಬ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೆಂಗ್ಸ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇಫ್ ಎ ಡಾಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಾರನ್, ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಏನಪ್ಪ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಪ್ರಾಪ್ತಿಯಾಗಿದೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಮಹಾಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾಳೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರ, ಕೌಸಲ್ಯ ಸುಪ್ರಜಾ ರಾಮ. ಸೊ ದಿ ವೆಂಕಟರಮಣ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ is addressed as a Rama because among all avatars, Rama avatara is best, because Rama, Vishnu, is absolutely a man, human, and whatever abilities and achievement powers and etc. is there for a man, the scope is exhaustively used by in Ramavatara by Vishnu. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ರಾಮನನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದರೆ he is called ಮಾನವೇಂದ್ರುಡೈನ ರಾಮಚಂದ್ರುಡು. ಸೊ ಮಾನವೇಂದ್ರುಡೈನ ರಾಮಚಂದ್ರುಡು, that's what it is being marked by ತ್ಯಾಗರಾಜ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾನವ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಡ್, ಇಂದ್ರ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ, ಅಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಚಂದ್ರ. ಸೊ ಚಂದ್ರ, Indra, Manava are there in Rama. That means say that he is human being, one, and among all human beings he is a Srestha, Maryada Rama, he is Srestha, but though he is a Srestha, he is a Chandra. Chandra andre compassionate. So Rama is a Karuna Samudra. So there are so many descriptions in entirety of Ramayana. You never see Rama not helping anybody. You see Rama suffering for himself, whatever that comes to his lot. When Pattabhisheka was announced, when he went to meet his father, suddenly Kausalya told, Kaikeyi told, I have asked 2 boons to our father. Your father wants to fulfill them. So you must go to forest for 14 years and my son Bharata be coronated as Samrajya Adhipati now. And Rama has absolutely no second talk at all. Tathastu, I go. But he wanted to note down why his father is lying down on the ground, why he is so bad. That he wanted to know from Kaikeyi, why at all he is like that. I go to forest. So that's one thing. And when Bharata came to forest, asked him to come back, he is ready to give the land. Rama said, no, I can't come. It's a father's orders. So, but some rishis told, your father is not there, dead and gone, you can come and occupy. Bharata is giving you. No, I will not come. So then Bharata said, give me your chappals, your sandals. Okay, take. So for 14 years Rama was suffering, in a sense that moved entire in the forest, not tar road or cement road or anything like that. In the Aranyam, Adavi, Vipinam, Kananam, Vanam, in that tough places, Rama has to go with 14 years without chappals. You can imagine. So that's why Rama. And he is taken as a Supraja. See, Praja is the child. And people in society, all Manavas. But he is the proven best child of his mother, Kausalya. And who is Kausalya? The first wife of Pattamahishi of Dasaratha Maharaja, Chakravarti. And all capable, is the Rajarshi, etc., etc. You know, I don't want to describe. To such great eminent man, Chakravarti, Kausalya is the wife. But what is Kausalya? Kosala Raja Kanya, Kosala Raja Kumari. See, Kosala Rajya is Kosala, that very name, if I go on analyzing grammatically in Sanskrit, you can get a fund of information about it, wisdom and propriety contained in the names given to the. So Kusalatvam, Kausalya is Kusalam. So what Kausalya became little disturbed when she came to know that her son was to be going away for forest for 14 years, the only son whom she see after several thousands of years. Actually, Putra Prapti, according to Ramayana, we don't know the calendar. So Sashtihi is Sashtihi Sashtihi Samvatsarani Gatani. He spent 60,000 years, but he had not got Putra Santanam. So Sashtihi Varsha Sahasrani. So only after 60,000 years, then Dasharatha had a Putra Prapti, Putra Kameshti Yaga and all that. That's a different matter. I'm not going to speak about it. So that's why the lonely child, after waiting for several years, she got the child. Therefore, in Ramaraksha Stotra, that Buddha Kausika Rishi will first say that ಏನಂತ ಕೌಸಲ್ಯೇಯ ಕೌಸಲ್ಯೇಯ ಚಕ್ಷು ಪಾತು. ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳನ್ನು ಯಾರು ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕೌಸಲ್ಯ ಮಗನಾಗಿರುವ ರಾಮನು ನನ್ನ ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ ಕೌಸಲ್ಯ became immensely happy. Her eyes became electrified, very much wide open happiness the moment she looked at the Rama being born as a baby. So Dasame Masi Kausalya Ajanayat Ramam anta Ramayana Valmiki ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. At the 10th month, Kausalya delivered the baby Rama, and once that after 10 months wait and all that, when Rama is born, you can imagine the brightness in the eyes and happiness in the Kausalya. Therefore, she is the first one. Kausalyeya Drushaupatu. I'm sorry. Drushaupatu. Druk andre Gnanam. Druk andre wisdom. Druk andre retina, physically. And Drushti. Kannidre Drushti ಇರಬೇಕು. ದೃಷ್ಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಕಣ್ಣಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ is a Kana. That's why so when we make a prayer to Parameswari Saraswati, Vanim Kana Bhujim Aji Ganadavasasi Chavayasikim anta Vanim Kana Bhujim. So ಈ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ದೇವಿ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಾಣ ಐ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, ದಿ ಐ ವಿಚ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ನೋ ಸೈಟ್, that there will be sight in that. What is sight? Gnanam is the sight. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಗುರುಗಳು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಪಾಠ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಏನು ಗಲಾಟೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂಥರ ಕೋಪ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನೋ, ಕಣ್ಣು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಕಣ್ಣು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಯಿತು? ಕಣ್ಣು ಈಸ್ ಎ ಜ್ಞಾನ. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಮ ಯಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೀ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೌಸಲ್ಯ who became very happy, and he also proved to be a worthy child of Kausalya. Who is the mother of Rama? Kausalya is the mother. Who is the Kausalya? That's why in Hanuman, in Sundarakanda, he takes the name of Dasaratha first, then Kausalya next. So when Sita hears, because Sita loved her, respected her father-in-law first, she always says the name of the father-in-law, then only all other people. I am the Swasa of Dasaratha Maharaja. Which daughter-in-law will tell the name of father-in-law in these days? Never. The things have all changed, but the culture, the Sanatana Dharma, the Indian womanhood takes pride to mention first the name of the father-in-law when she is married. Not even her husband, not even anybody, father-in-law name ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ. So she says, I am the Dasaratha's daughter-in-law. When she was introduced to Hanuman, or Hanuman were to tell about the Rama, Dasaratha Putraha Ramaha, Dasaratha Snusha Sita, ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಆ integrity, a tenacity was developed by the parent-in-law. So parents-in-laws are important for any woman. After all, she stays in a year up to 18 years or 20 years or 23 years. So she has to take the name of the father-in-law, the house to which she goes. And somebody was telling these days the daughters-in-laws are 28, 30, 35, 40 years ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ unfortunately. Otherwise, ಅಷ್ಟವರ್ಷ ಭವೇತ್ ಕನ್ಯಾ ಅಂತ. A girl must be given away in marriage when she reaches the 8th year. The boy must be given to marriage for a girl when he reaches the 16th year. Ashorashat Gayatri Nati Vartate. Only before 16 years he has got to be instituted into the investiture or Upanayana Samskara, and afterwards he becomes eligible for. So ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ there is always the timetable for our human birth, calendar for our human birth and activity and achievement and timetable. ಆದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಈಗ. ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು, ಕಲಿಪ್ರಭಾವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಎನಿವೆ, ಸುಪ್ರಜಾರಾಮ ಕೌಸಲ್ಯ. ಸೊ ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಸುಪ್ರಜಾ? ರಾಮ ಇಸ್ ಸುಪ್ರಜಾ. This is the addressal, first of all, addressal given to Rama. When Vishwamitra Maharshi took away both the small boys to his hermitage to making them to protect the yagnam that he is doing from the Rakshasas like Maricha and Tataki and all these people. They were showering blood and flesh in the Yagnavedi when Ashwamitra was performing Homa. And Vishwamitra thought that he doesn't want to waste his tapobalam, but he wanted Rama and Lakshmana to come. Because there's everything, meaning is there. Let us not enter into that Ramayana section. But here, because the word is Kausalya Supraja Rama, that is, what is the Rama? The integrity and the pedigree of Rama is a Supraja, the best boy born in the family. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಇವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಭರ್ತೃಹರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಸಜಾತೋ ಏನ ಜಾತೇನ ಯಾತಿ ವಂಶಃ ಸಮುನ್ನತಿಂ. ಈಗಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಏನಪ್ಪ ಏನು ಸಮಾಚಾರ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವಂಶೋದ್ಧಾರಕ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತಾರೆ. See, by the birth of a boy, there is a lot of change. Everybody, so he is a ವಂಶೋದ್ಧಾರಕ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋ ಮಾತು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ. ಈಗ ಆ ಶಬ್ದಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಅನ್ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ವೆನ್ ಟು ಡೆಲಿವರ್ ದ ಬೇಬೀಸ್. ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಆಗಲೇ ಮಗು ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕೆಲಸ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಳಾಯಿತು ಅಂತಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ದೃಷ್ಟಿ ಇದೆ. ನೋ, ರಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲ್ತ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ದೆಸೆ ಆನಂದ ಗ್ರಂಥಿರೇಕೋಯಂ ಅಪತ್ಯಮಿತಿ ಕಚ್ಚತೆ ಅಂತ ಬಹುಭೂತಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಪಾಪ ಬಹುಭೂತಿ. ಸಿ ಆನಂದ ಗ್ರಂಥಿ, ಎ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಗ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಮ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್. ಮಗು ನೋಡಿದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬರೋವಷ್ಟು ರಿಲೀಫು ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೂ ಏನೂ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಬೇಬಿ ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗ್ರೀಟ್ ಯು ವೆನ್ ಯು ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಆಫೀಸ್, ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಲಿಫ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಆನಂದ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಗ್ರಂಥಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದಿ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮದರ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆರ್ ಫಾದರ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಹೀ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಸ್ ಸುಪ್ರಜಾ ರಾಮ. ಏನು ಸಮಾಚಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿಶ್ವಾಮಿತ್ರ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಅಥವಾ ವೆಂಕಟರಮಣ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಗೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಟ್ 3 in the morning. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಕಾಲ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ 3 yamas. ರಾತ್ರಿ ಯಾಮತ್ರಯ ಪರಿವೃತ. ಸಿ 6 to 9, 9 to 12, 12 to 3. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ವೆನೆವರ್ ಆನ್ ಶಿವರಾತ್ರಿ ಡೇ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಯಾಮ ಪೂಜಾ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ದಿ 6 to 9, 6 o'clock ಆ ಯಾಮ ಪೂಜಾ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿ, ಅಭಿಷೇಕ ಪೂಜಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದಟ್. 9 o'clock ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಪು, ಆಮೇಲೆ 9 to 12 ಅನದರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಪು, 12 to 3 ಅನದರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಪು. 3 ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಭಾತ ಕಾಲ, ಸಂಧ್ಯಾಕಾಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೂರ್ಯೋದಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದುಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಶೋ, ದಿ ಟೈಮ್. ಹಾಗೆ ಸೊ ಅದು ಸಮ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ 3 to 6 ಪೂಜಾ ವಿಧಾನಂ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಜಾಗರಣ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಈ ಪ್ರವರ್ತತೆ ಸಂಧ್ಯಾ. ನೋಡಪ್ಪ, ನೀವು ಬೇಕು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸಂಧ್ಯಾದೇವಿ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ. ಈ ಸಂಧ್ಯಾಕಾಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಜಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ದಿ ನೈಟ್ ಎಂಡ್ಸ್, ದಿ ಡೇ ಬಿಗಿನ್ಸ್. ದಿ ಡೇ ಮಿಡ್ ಡೇ ಎಂಡ್ಸ್ and afternoon begins madhyana kala. The madhyana ends and night begins. It is called sandhya kala. So 6 in the morning, 12 in the noon and 6 in the night, in the evening. These are the 3 sandhya times. ಸೊ ಸಂಧ್ಯಾ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಗ್ನಿಹೋತ್ರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸಂಧ್ಯಾ ವಂದನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಪೂಜೆಗಳು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. More so, the Gayatri Japa comes at Sandhya Kala. See, when I gave a talk on Gayatri Mantra in Orlando, Hindu University of America, some time back, many people had come, and after my talk, one lady, German lady, coming from Miami, put me a question. ಏನಂತ ಸರ್, generally we feel in India, I mean, we feel morning 4 to 7 and evening 4 to 7 is Sandhya Kala, and pujas can be done and all that. So what is the best time to do Gayatri? That question remains live. I don't know her name and all that, but that question is really liable. I mean, is remembered in May Green, because we have to think that what is the exact time for Gayatri. Sandhya Vidye Saraswati Anavaga, mostly around that 6 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock in the noon, and evening 6 o'clock is the appropriate time to do the Gayatri japa and all that. So Sandhya, Sandhi, ಆ ಸಂಧಿ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ದೇವರಿಗೆ ಒಂಥರ ಪೇಯ್ನ್ ಬರುತ್ತಂತೆ. ಆ ಪೇಯ್ನು ಬಂದಾಗ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಬಾಡಿ ಪೇಯ್ನ್ ಆರ್ ಸಿ, ಆ ಪೇಯ್ನ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಏನೋ ಏಟಾದರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ತುಂಬ ಐಸು ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ಸು ಐಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ ನೋ ಟೈಮ್ ದ ಪೇಯ್ನ್, ದ ಹಿಟ್ will go away, and also blood does not become blue, and you will become happy if you take first aid like that. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏಡ್ ಯಾವುದಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಒದ್ದೆ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಆರ್ ಒದ್ದೆ ಈ ಸ್ನೋ ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಐಸ್ ಪೀಸಸ್ಸು ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಸಂಧ್ಯಾ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಘ್ಯವನ್ನು ಅಂದರೆ ನೀರು 3 ಸಲ 2 ಸಲ 4 ಸಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಆ ನೀರು ಹೋಗಿ ಆ ಮಂದ ದೇವತೆಗಳನ್ನು ರಾಕ್ಷಸರನ್ನು ಸಂಹಾರ ಮಾಡಿ ದೇವತೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಕಂಫರ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ರಿಲೀವ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪೇಯ್ನ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಪೇಯ್ನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಏನೇನೋ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಆವಾಗ ಮಗುವಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹುಡುಗಿಗೆ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನಾವು ಸಂಧ್ಯಾವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಹಿ ವಿಲ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಅಪ್ ದಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗಿವ್ ದಿ ಸಂಧ್ಯಾ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರವರ್ತತೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವರ್ತನ ಅಂದರೆ ರೊಟೇಷನ್. ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಟುಡೇ there is a Sandhya, every day the Sandhya is a wheel. That's why ಟೈಮ್ ಚಕ್ರ, ಕಾಲಚಕ್ರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಕಾಲಚಕ್ರ, ಔಷಧ ಚಕ್ರ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಧನ್ವಂತರಯೇ ಸರ್ವರೋಹು ಸಧನ್ವಂತರಯೇ ಔಷಧ ಚಕ್ರ ಸ್ವಾಮಿನೇ ನಾರಾಯಣಾಯ ಸ್ವಾಹ ಅಂತ ಧನ್ವಂತರಿ ಮಂತ್ರ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಸಂಧ್ಯಾ ಪ್ರವರ್ತತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ರಾಮನಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಲ್ಚರಾಗಿ ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ತುಂಬ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ವಿಶ್ವಾಮಿತ್ರ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ರಾಮನನ್ನು ಎಬ್ಬಿಸ್ತಾನಂದರೆ, ಉತ್ತಿಷ್ಟ ಉತ್ತಿಷ್ಟ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಉತ್ತಿಷ್ಟ ಗರುಡಧ್ವಜ. ಸೊ ಓ ಗೋವಿಂದ, every word is very valuable. There is a lot of academic, spiritual significance, and there is a history behind every word in Sanskrit. That's why I'll not, because it is a beginning day, and I'll stop here, and probably next Sunday we'll have a program on divine weapons and human applications or something like that. And a third Sunday, Amele Sunday. So 2 Sundays in a month, I am going to have a talk on, let us study the Venkateshwara Suprabhatam Stotram, 29 mantra slokas, and you observe we have taken long time. So thank you very much. God bless us. Om Swasti. Sarvam Sri Krishnarpanamastu. Sarvam Sri Matrucharanaravindarpanamastu. Sri Veda Purusha Asirvadostu. Sri Venkateshwara Prasada Siddhirastu. Samasta Sanmangalani Bhavantu. Kalyanat Bhadagatraya Kamidartha Pradayine. Srimad Venkatanathaya Srinivasaya Mangalam. Srinivasaya Mangalam. I stop here. Thank you.